What is going on, Browns fans? While everyone is obsessing over the quarterback room, there is a massive mystery unfolding right in the trenches that could define our entire season. We know 4 spots on the offensive line are locked in, but that final starting position remains the ultimate puzzle for our coaching staff. Who will step up to claim that last spot? I have all the details on the competition heating up in training camp right now. You do not want to miss this update, so make sure you are subscribed and turn on notifications to never miss our daily Browns coverage. The offensive line remains the primary focal point for the Cleveland Browns as training camp approaches. While the quarterback situation often draws significant media attention, the reality is that the construction of the starting 5 up front is a massive question mark for the upcoming season. Head coach Todd Monken has made it clear that he feels confident regarding 4 of the 5 positions, leaving a single high-stakes battle for an interior offensive lineman to secure the final starting role in his scheme. This uncertainty serves as a defining narrative for the summer. With the pieces shifting, the Dawg Pound. Faithful are watching closely to see who earns the right to protect the pocket and pave the way for the ground game. The 2026 roster reflects a significant investment in the trenches, as general manager Andrew Berry focused on acquiring versatile talent capable of handling multiple duties. Rookie Spencer Fano is locked in as the starting left tackle, representing a core pillar of this new-look front. On the opposite side, the acquisition of Titus Howard from the Houston Texans secures the right tackle spot. Meanwhile, Zion Johnson steps in on a major 3-year deal worth nearly $50 million to solidify one of the guard positions. The presence of Elgton Jenkins, a 2-time Pro Bowl talent previously with the Green Bay Packers, adds further high-end capability to the group. These 4 players are expected to be anchors, yet the fluidity of the 5th spot ensures that training camp will be intense. The objective is clear: finding the specific combination that maximizes synergy and efficiency before the regular season begins. With coaching staff members Travis Switzer and George Warhop tasked with finalizing this critical personnel puzzle as the team prepares for competitive action. The competition for that 5th starter spot hinges largely on the development of rookie Parker Brailsford. If the 5th-round pick proves he is ready to handle the demands of the center position, a ripple effect will occur across the entire unit. In this ideal scenario, Elgton Jenkins would be permitted to slide into his more natural and highly productive role at guard. This would maximize the collective talent of the line by placing proven veterans in positions where they have historically excelled. However, if Brailsford requires more seasoning or struggles to adapt to the speed of the professional game, the coaching staff will need to pivot quickly. If Jenkins is forced to move to center due to necessity, the team will look for alternative solutions to fill the remaining vacancy at guard. This is where Tevin Jenkins becomes a central figure in the rotation. Having appeared in all 17 games for the Browns last season and returning on a 1-year, $4 million deal, Tevin Jenkins brings essential experience and consistency to the mix. His ability to work alongside his namesake, Elgton, offers a unique dynamic if the alignment requires them both to be on the field. The organization has clearly prioritized versatility, ensuring that even if injuries or performance dips occur, there is a contingency plan in place. The pressure on these players to grasp the nuances of the system during the next few weeks is immense. For the coaching staff, the goal is to balance the upside of a rookie center against the veteran stability of established players. Regardless of the final configuration, the versatility of the current roster allows for multiple pathways, keeping the training camp battles highly relevant for the overall success of the offense in the months ahead. Why does this matter right now for the Cleveland Browns? The answer lies in the fundamental requirement for stability during a long, grueling season. The offensive line is the heartbeat of any effective offensive scheme, and for a team with high expectations, having a solidified group is non-negotiable. The current situation matters because the chemistry developed during training camp will dictate the protection packages and run-blocking lanes that define the team's identity. With the front office investing significant resources into this group, the expectation is that they will serve as the engine for the offense. The depth concerns that plagued the team last year have been addressed by adding pieces that can contribute at multiple positions. For instance, KT Leviston is seeing reps at guard, moving away from his previous struggles at tackle, which highlights the staff's commitment to finding the right fit for every player. The competition between players like DeJuan Jones and Austin Barber for the swing tackle role further illustrates the depth overhaul. This matters because it removes the drop-off in production that often occurs when a starter misses time. The goal is to avoid the volatility seen in previous campaigns by ensuring that the reserves are capable and the starters are battle-tested in their respective roles. By focusing on versatility and high-level acquisitions, the organization is attempting to build a unit that can withstand the physical toll of a 17-game schedule. For the coaching staff, the decision regarding that fifth starter is the final step in establishing a reliable front that can handle the pressures of opposing defensive fronts. The clarity gained in the coming days is essential for building the trust and timing required for a successful transition into the regular season schedule, providing the stability needed. The depth chart competition extends well beyond the projected starters, creating a high-pressure environment for younger players looking to prove their worth. Older draft picks, specifically Luke Whippler and Zach Zinter, face an uphill climb as they fight for their spots on this newly constructed roster. Their ability to adapt to the coaching of George Warhop will determine whether they remain part of the long-term plan, or if the newer high-investment acquisitions will push them further down the rotation. This internal rivalry keeps the energy level high on the practice field, as every rep is scrutinized by the coaching staff. The focus on versatile personnel means that being a specialist is no longer enough. Players must demonstrate that they can shift across the interior or handle tackle duties if called upon in an emergency. This approach is a direct result of the offseason strategy implemented by General Manager Andrew Berry, which prioritized depth and positional flexibility above all else. The performance of these reserve players will ultimately dictate the ceiling for the offensive line as a whole. If the depth proves capable, the team will be better positioned to navigate the inevitable challenges of the season without sacrificing performance or cohesion. Monken's offense requires linemen who are mentally sharp and physically prepared to execute complex blocking assignments, making this training camp period a vital testing ground for the entire room. The transition period for these younger athletes is nearing a critical junction where decisions on the final roster composition will be made. The competition for every single spot, from the fifth starter down to the final man on the bench, is the driving force of this summer, ensuring that every player is contributing to the overall improvement of the unit in preparation for the upcoming year ahead. As the final preparations for the season shift into high gear, the decision-making process for the offensive line enters its most crucial phase. Todd Monken, Travis Switzer, and George Warhop have a clear mandate. Assemble the best five-man unit that can execute the offensive game plan consistently. The success of the season depends on their ability to integrate the newcomers, such as Zion Johnson and Elgton Jenkins, while determining if a rookie like Parker Brailsford can anchor the middle. This process is not just about raw talent, but about communication and the ability to operate as a single, cohesive unit when the pressure is at its peak. The investments made during the offseason, from the trade for Titus Howard to the significant commitment to Zion Johnson, underline the serious intent of the organization. For the fans, the curiosity regarding the final lineup is palpable, as the effectiveness of the quarterback will be directly tied to the protection provided by these individuals. The upcoming training camp sessions will be the ultimate proving ground for these players. Every snap, every drill, and every meeting room interaction serves as data for the coaches to finalize their depth chart. The versatility of the roster, which was the main theme of the offseason, will be put to the test in real-time scenarios. Whether it is Tevin Jenkins stepping up to ensure the line maintains its integrity or a rookie earning his place, the focus remains on the collective performance. The final roster will reflect a blend of veteran experience and new, high-potential talent designed to compete at a high level. By the time the regular season commences, the question marks currently surrounding the fifth spot will have been replaced by the rhythm and identity of a group that has been carefully refined throughout the intense weeks of the training camp season.